72-hour kits are critical to have on hand for any emergency. So that's what I'm going to show you today. So we've been encouraged to have 72-hour packs. Now 72-hour packs can help us through any emergency, whether it's fire, flood, earthquake, or any disaster, and just to have all the necessities on hand in one bag. So several years ago, actually it was probably a couple of years ago, I thought it might be a great idea to put some together for my children. And the interesting thing is that none of them have taken everything out because it's just so intense that they don't even know what's in it. So I'm going to show you what's in this bag so that you know what's there and you know what would be useful should any event transpire. You can grab this bag and you can put it in your car or just utilize it in your own home during that period of time, because no response will come to you during this 72-hour period. So what I've done also is I've made a detailed list of items that would not be in the bag, because it's generally your mind goes blank when there's something that an incident happens in your life that you have to evacuate, and you will not be thinking of the things that are important. So I've made a list of the things that are important, and this list is super handy because all you have to do is collect the things that are in that list, and everything else is pretty much in this bag that can do you for probably even longer than 72 hours. So what I've done is I got a bag that was easy to transport, even though this is stinking heavy, but there's wheels and a handle so that you can actually, as you can see, there's a handle and wheels there so you can actually drag it like a duffel bag. And so it's super handy. All right, so let's take a look at what's inside. Now, I'll be emptying all the items and content that's in this bag, but I'll be laying it out and then we'll actually do a detailed list of all the items that are in here so that you can have access to that detailed list. So let's just open this up and see what we've got. Now, what I like to do is for protection and safety of your belongings, I like to put everything in Ziploc bags. Now, when it's in a Ziploc bag, it then can stay dry, because the worst thing is being cold and not having any clothing that's dry. So another set of clothing. Here, another bag, and it's got any like winter socks, towel, towelette, and gloves and toques. So disposable, these are cups and plates so that you can actually have your food prepped and then you can throw it away. So there's no dishwashing. We do have, this is a pack for two. So we have 2 sets of utensils. This is like a little burner. Here's some spices. This is a little burner, and what you do is there's this little tray that you would put over top of the burners. Once you take the lid off, it sits nicely, and you got a little stove top. Okay, so you can heat up food, water, whatever the case may be. So, and a lighter. This is important to start too. Okay, so zip ties are super handy. Everything again in a Ziploc bag. This right here is important documents. So in here we would have some cash. So you have some cash on hand, some coins for loose change. So super important to have that. Also, part of our province, it indicates that you need to have some signs that are critical. You can put them in your car, in your window of your house. And these are provincial signs that help you to be able to display your condition. So in a disaster or emergency, it's good to be able to say, we're okay here in this home. or we need help. Okay, so these signs are important. Also, I threw in a little extra game so that you can also, spend some time when you're sitting those 72 hours not twiddling your fingers, but there's something for you to do. So, and any other important documents that you feel are critical that you have, you can always put them in this sachet. So, food, to have food on hand, you can do this in a variety of ways, however you like it. I do a lot of freeze-dried because it's convenient and keeps for a long time. 72-hour packs are not refreshed and rejuvenated very often, so you want things to keep for a long time. So, rope, duct tape. These are some snack bars and again, food sources. Hot chocolate is always super handy to have, especially because we've got the cups. I did throw in some cutlery here. Masks. Plastic bags. Cups, regular cups. These ones were paper cups for hot chocolate. Then this right here is a little bit of a kitchen set. So you have some of the basics that you need in here. So scissors, gloves. This is coconut oil. It's super handy for so many things. I already had gloves. A towel and a tea towel to do dishes with. And this is some soap, dish soap. And some Lysol wipes. And a can opener just in case. The next thing is a water container or water jug that you can actually carry water in. Okay, and then also some, these are just little flavors for water, so you can sweeten the water a little, and a few little treats there. Paper plates, or these are bowls. And then this is kind of a miscellaneous toiletry first aid kit. So we have a combination of a bunch of things in here. So these are some sanitary wipes, some Kleenexes, some lip sol or lip chapstick. These are cotton swabs, the square, the Q-tips, and the cotton balls. This one here is alcohol swab. Whenever there's an injury, you need to wipe that down. And then here is a little emergency kind of first aid kit, but it's got multiple things in here. So we have a file, we have tweezers, little scissors, we have chapstick, we have moist wipes, we have a little flashlight, and a little gauze, some Tylenol, some nail clippers, mini tweezers, some tape, hand sanitizer, alcohol wipes, floss, again chapstick, and some gauzes and band-aids. Okay. The next one is a flashlight and some batteries. Never put the batteries in the flashlight because they'll corrode and then your flashlight won't work. Then there's a chicken and beef bouillon and another few sauces that can be added to anything that you make. So I thought I would throw that in there. Then there's an emergency blanket. Peanut butter, a great source of protein. Kids can have it by the spoonfuls if you want. And then I threw some extra like dough. You can do like a bannock on a stick and cook it over a stove. And then you could do like mashed potatoes are really hearty. And then some rice for substance. Just to sustain life for 72 hours. You don't need a whole lot of creative things, but wet wipes are real critical because you use this for everything. And it keeps you clean. This one here is a solar hand crank radio. These are super handy because it will keep you connected. And because it doesn't require batteries, you just wind it up, and it has a solar option here too, so it keeps going for a long time, and then you can see what's going on. These collapsible drinking bottles with carabiners are really nice because they can hook on your pants or hook on anything, and then you have liquid and you can take that with you. They don't take up a lot of space. Garbage bags are really handy because they make like a poncho if you wanted to stay out of the rain. Also some extra bags are super handy. You'll notice that will be so critical. So I did a lot of extra bags. Aluminum foil to wrap your food and then pop it in the fire, and you can get food heated up quickly. An extra bag, you never know when you got to carry sticks and anything else that you're collecting, and then you want to start a fire. It's nice to have something to carry that in. Also some zip for any confidential information, licenses, all of this, so it doesn't get wet. So I threw some extra Ziploc bags in there that are actually watertight, and they are awesome for anytime you're doing water sports or camping excursions or whatever. These are handy to have. Again, an extra bag. All right, so we're getting to the bottom here. So this one here has, this is a light, a headlamp. Other things that are handy in here is a fire or flint starter. Like this is a fire starter, so it's super nice to have. Again, more rope. This is a whistle. You never know when you need to call for help, and yelling is gonna ruin your vocal cords. A little knife to cut, and it's a sturdy thing. You also have matches. This right here is another carabiner. It's interesting how handy those come in. Also some extra tape, electrician's tape. Some rope, you never know when you need that. Some duct tape and work gloves, okay? So super handy. Okay, the next thing is I threw in, it's very important that when you are in an emergency that you keep clean, because of course that will prevent infection and disease and so on. So I threw in a few extra things there just to be like extra, meaning not necessary in 72 hours, but you know, it's super nice to have. Ties for your hair. It's always nice. And this is a little brush. Some floss. Some toothpaste, toothbrushes, and cleaning products. Then we have another bag here with some basics that would keep you kind of entertained too. So some cards, some notebooks, some crayons for kids in mini form, some word search games. So anything like that just makes it super handy to keep the family occupied. Another like aluminum camping shelter. a poncho, even though we have plastic bags for that. A tablecloth, so you have a wipeable surface, so you can do all the work that you need on that surface. I threw a few tarps in here, which are super handy for floor and above you. And more bags. And another, this is a carry bucket. Okay, so very handy, and all of it is collapsible and it fits inside. So, oh, don't forget if you need glasses to make sure that you put your, which is on the list. Also, oh, there. So I put compass in here and also a charger. So we can charge our phones, and I have a battery pack that is not in here that I usually keep in that pocket as well. So that's it for today. Super handy bag, so we can carry. You can do a backpack, you can do a suitcase, but this is super handy, and it literally gives you all the basics you need. And then you just have to make sure that you add the extra items that you want to take with you or that will be useful in an emergency.